I should have checked this out before they came. What do I do? Get them all out one at a time.
I thought I'd read briefly from the evidence session, and I'm hoping the chap with the watch will wave to me when the countdown starts. So I asked Dr. Peter Fisher of the Royal Homeopathic Hospital why it is that no Nobel Prize has been given to people who've made these astonishing discoveries of the potential for memory of water and the physiological impact of some homeopathic remedies where the dilution is such that it is accepted that there's unlikely to be a single molecule left. Dr. Fisher, it may yet happen. We're at a very early stage. Research has burgeoned in the last few years. It needs more work. And I'm just reading extracts here. People say loosely that it challenges the basic laws of physics. It doesn't. So I say, why is it that when you have a solution of water, that, and I'm paraphrasing here, where the memory of a drop of onion juice seems infinite, but it doesn't seem to remember any of the poo it's had in it. He said it's quite straightforward. The point is we use highly purified water and highly purified ethanol there. There's no such thing as absolutely pure water. This is highly purified, it is double distilled and deionized. I don't know what happens actually when you swallow it, but
does that get rid
it hasn't even got sugar in it, I asked. At that stage, no. You add, so it's got, and then it says, is the shaking important, I asked. And he said the shaking is important. I said, I would have thought it would have less memory if you shook it. So I can understand how if you left it alone, it might have a memory. And he said, this has been looked at, so the answer is that it does not induce the same structural effects unless you shake it. You're inducing structural effects which may involve silica and may involve dissolved oxygen molecules. It's not quite certain. You can show this water is different from water that is just shaken without the stuff being in it. How much do you have to shake it? That's not been fully investigated. We've only had a couple of 100 years. A random amount of shaking, trying to bring them onto RCTs. You have to shake it vigorously, but exactly how much you have to shake it, no, it's not clear. If you just gently stir it, it doesn't work. Does the MHRA, I ask, which of course regulates homeopathy, check how much it's been shaken before it approves it for treatment? I don't know, you'll have to ask the MHRA. And then the chairman said, we'll have to leave the shaking at that point. We have other things to discuss. So one of the clear problems is that we don't have actually a government that's engaging with this question. We asked, is it ethical for the NHS to give essentially a placebo treatment? Is it right that in this era of giving patients informed choices that they should at best be given a paternalistic deceit that they're given something that works? That's if the doctor believes it, it's still a deceit, it's misleading. Or at worst an outright lie if the doctor knows it doesn't work but claims it does. I don't think that's ethical. Of course there is a danger, not from, as we'll demonstrate, from what's in it, but from the fact that people may be deterred from actually going to see a doctor for a proper treatment for something that their symptom might be disguising that is something serious. So here we have, I think, a denial of proper evidence-based medicine, and we have a situation where the medical, where the MHRA, which was set up in the wake of the thalidomide scandal to ensure that we actually have proper evidence-based medicine that are licensed, is entitled apparently to give an imprimatur, to give authority of the national regulator that there's something in this. So there are real big issues, although we're having fun today in the freezing cold, there are really big issues about what the NHS should do, about medical practice, and about how we regulate medicines. And if we want to move to a rational, evidence-based healthcare system, while leaving people free privately to waste their money however they wish, then we really need to see some action here. And I hope in a couple of weeks when the Select Committee report is published, we'll be saying something clear and definitive about this. So look out for that. I'm delighted to know that you're not going to come to any harm today. I guess the way to make sure we have a double overdose is to dilute again the pills you have one more time. But otherwise, just make sure you don't hurt yourself opening the bottle. That's it's my pleasure to hand over now to Dave Gorman, who will be told how long there is that he has to pad out before the chat. He's far better at that than I am. Dave Gorman! Yay!
We could test that by all punching me afterwards. And I volunteer for that, in the name of science.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thanks very much.
Hello. This is obviously a good idea, isn't it? Yeah.
I'd just like to say a massive, massive thank you to all of you for coming. This has just been such a fun thing to be involved in.